Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you all how you can solve 10 difficult F2L cases with the white corner facing up really easily, just like this. So for the first one, it looks like this, where you have the flipped edge and you want to put it in the back. And the way you do that is you see this corner right here is facing the top, and the other one I'll give you a trick on if it's not flipped, so be prepared for that trick later in the video. If it's not flipped, I'll give you a trick on that one. But if it is flipped, there's a really easy 5-move sequence that you can use to solve it. So what you need to do is you need to put your corner in the back right above where its slot is. So you want to put it right above that slot. Then you do R2 prime, then you do a wide U, R2, wide U, R2. And then it's in the back. Now that sequence goes really quick, just like that, and you can execute it very quickly. And I never imagined that you could solve this pair really easily. So that's a really important trick that you guys should know, because it's very easy to do, and it's only 5 moves to put it in the back slot, so that's a really easy trick to solve that very hard case. Now I started it off with a more complicated case, but now we'll go into the more basic, but these ones are still kind of hard. So you have this case where you have the corner right here and the edge right there, both on the top, and the way you do that is you need to put it right here. Then you have the algorithm, which is R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U, R prime. Now it can go quicker and very fast because it's only a 2-gen sequence, so I'll show you how you can do it very fast here. Now you also can do it with your left hand, and it isn't as fast for me because I'm right-handed, but you also can do it with your left hand, and that's another important F2L trick number 2. Now the next one that we're going to use is this one, where as you can see, this flip pair needs to go into its slot, which is right there, and it needs to be flipped. The one way that beginner F2L would teach that's very easy is you just take the pair out, rotate, insert, but that takes too much moves. And what you need to do is, for this case, what you need to do is you need to put this corner in the back, then you do a sledge, and then you insert. That's the quick way of doing it, but sledgehammer is R prime F, R, F prime. Then you just insert it like it's a normal pair. That's a very easy execution to do with that pair. Now here's another case, which is the 4th one, and you have the corner right here, the edge right here, and this is one of my favorite cases. It's very easy and it can be solved just like this. And it's a very easy case, so I'll show you guys how you solve it. So this one can also be done with your left hand, but the way you do it is you have your corner right here, your edge right here, and the easy way to solve it is because it's flipped. So this edge is flipped, which makes it much easier. And this case is very easy, so I'll show you how you do it. As always, the algorithm will be on the screen, and it goes like this. It's R, U2, R prime, U prime, and then it's a typical 3-move insert, R, U, R prime. Going over it again, it can go much quicker if you do this. If you do your R like that, then you do your U2 with your right hand, R prime, you do a U prime with your left hand, then you do R, U, R prime. And that's a very easy way to insert that pair, and it also can be done with your left hand, as I'll show right now. So it's basically just mirrored with your left hand, and you can do L prime, U2, L, U, L prime, U prime, L. And it's a normal 3-move insert for your left hand also. Now for the next one, it looks like this, where the edge could be flipped, but the corner needs to be flipped and go down here. And as you can see, they're not paired, like the case I showed before, where the edge is flipped and then you do your sledge and then you insert it. So the way you do this is you need to do 3 sexy moves. So some people regrip and they go to the bottom and do their 3 sexy moves, just like that. But the way you can do it is, without regripping, you can do 3 inverse sexy moves, or what you can do is you do your pull move like that. So that's the way I do it, and you can do your pull move just like that. So you pull the corner down, and then you just keep pulling that corner, and that's the way I do it for that case. Now we're in another case here where the corner is up, the corner is paired together with an edge, and this is another very easy case to execute. What you do is you can either position it like this with the slot in front. I typically like to insert into the back slot because then you can look ahead to all the other slots, but it goes like this where you do R, U prime, R2 prime, U push, then you do R. And it's very simple. You also can do it like this with your left hand, but that's another very easy case. And the way I wouldn't recommend doing it is doing a sledgehammer here, where you do R2, then you do F prime, then you do R2, then you do F. And I wouldn't recommend doing that because that extremely affects your look ahead, and you can't look ahead to the other pieces. So I wouldn't recommend doing a sledge. I just recommend taking it out and inserting it with only 2 gen with the same hand. Now here's another case where you need to put this pair right here, and as you can see, the edge is flipped, so we can't do it like we did in the previous one. And what you do here is you need to put this corner right here on your left hand side, and you need to put this edge right here where it already is, and you need to make sure that the same color is both in the front, and then you just do a sledgehammer, and then it's set up for a 3-move insert. So doing it again, you put it like this, then you do an R prime F, R F prime, then you 3-move insert it. And that makes it very easy to solve that case also. Real quickly, you also can do it with the left hand if you guys haven't known already. You can just do a left-handed sledgehammer, and then you insert it like that, just so you guys know. Now here are some 2 cases that you guys might want to know for back slotting, so putting the pieces in the back, and here are the cases. So for this case, which I showed you before, instead of regripping to do it like you previously did, you want to keep it in the back. If you're in this grip, you don't want to regrip, you just want to do it like this. Then you do R prime, U to R, then you do another pull move for the U, then you do R prime, U prime, R. And then doing it again, you can go quickly just like that, and then it puts it in. So that's another very easy case to execute in the back. And now let's go over another case that you can do in the back. So here is a very hard case, and you also can do this one in the back, but you don't want to do the back version of the algorithm that goes just like that. So for this case, instead of doing the U2, what you can do is you can do a soon, which is RU, R prime, U, RU to R prime, just like this. And as you can see, this is already paired. So instead of doing the R prime, you can do R prime 2, then you do a U, R. So a bit quicker, it would go like this. Now here's the last and final case where you have this pair, and it's already paired together, unlike the first case where this edge was flipped, and you want to insert it into the back. Now this is a very easy case to solve. How you do it is you do R prime, then you do an F, then you do a U prime with your left hand, then you do a pull F prime just like that, then you do an R, and then it's in the back. So going over it again, it goes like this, and quicker it would go like this. And that's a very easy case to solve from the back slot. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on me teaching you those 10 cases where the corner is facing the top. Hopefully this tutorial helped you and you guys could learn something from it and you could perfect your cases. So make sure to practice those cases that are very hard and keep drilling them, so when they're in solves, you can just speed right through them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other tips and tricks in the future, and I hope you guys have a great day.